It is not my fault if you're still trapped in your own shame or scarcity when it comes to money. It is not my fault if you have been taught or if you believe that money is evil, money is dirty, money is sinful. It is not my business to deal if you are afraid to confront your own limiting beliefs when it comes to money. It is not my fault if you are choosing to, instead of educating yourself on how good money is, on how much good you can do with money, you're gonna come out here and tell me things like, oh, you talk about money all the time. All you do is speak about money, teach about money. You touch money, you do affirmations with money, you sniff money. Absolutely. I intentionally choose to talk about money, to study money, to smell money, to do affirmation with money, to appreciate money, to value money, and to share my appreciation, my love, my understanding for money. Because to me, money is not just paper. Money is power, permission, potential, and possibilities. Because a life without money is not a life I wish on no single person. A life without money is not a life for me. I refuse to live a life of poverty. I refuse to live a life where money steals something that I have to struggle. Or I have to, oh my God, let's work hard. How many people do you know that work hard for 20 years, 30 years, 5 years, and they still broke, and they still poor? That is not going to be me. That's why I study money. That's why I talk about money so much. Because who here wouldn't want an extra $1 million, an extra $200, an extra $500? And I remember last year when I was doing prosperity classes on my TikTok live on Sundays, people come and call me. They come in the live and they be like, oh, you're so materialistic. You are teaching people on money, on the love of money. Good thing about me, I know who I am. So social media or people's comments don't get to me because I know what I stand for. And because nobody is going to make me feel bad for wanting to teach and spread the message that you can have money too. You can be wealthy too. You can be abundant too. Because Booker T. Washington said it perfectly. He said, at the bottom of education, at the bottom of politics, even at the bottom of religion, there must be, for our race, economic independence. Because if you don't have economic independence, any other foundation you can build, any other foundation you can create, or any other right you can have is going to be shaky. Don't get me wrong. I am not against civil rights. But to me, I understand that civil rights are more impactful, are more permanent, and are more achievable with the individual having economic power, economic understanding, having financial literacy. So of course, I'm going to keep talking about money loudly, lovingly, unapologetically. I affirm money because my words have power. Money is great. Money is good. Everywhere I go, there is money for me. Everywhere I go, there is wealth for me. I receive money consistently, abundantly, and easily. I receive money consistently, abundantly, and easily. Money is good. Money is great. Money is a beautiful tool. Money is a positive tool. I study money. Why? Because ignorance is expensive. Being stupid, being ignorant is expensive. And I refuse to be ignorant. I refuse to be expensive. So I study money. I study wealth. Just like anything else that you want to do or that you want to achieve or that you want to have, you have to study it. So you know Where are you going? So you know what do you have. Because if you are ignorant, if you are stupid, if you are dumb, you are not going to make the decisions that benefit you in the long term, because you don't know. And if you don't know, you don't know. And I'm not going to sit here and be ignorant. I'm going to listen to podcasts. I'm going to write books. I'm going to go to seminars. I'm going to use all the tools available to me to educate myself, to uplift myself, to empower myself. Not only when it comes to money, but when it comes to health, when it comes to intellectual property, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to happiness, when it comes to psychology, because I choose to do so. Ignorance is expensive. And I sniff money. When I do my affirmations, I'm going to put money on my nose and be like, oh, money is so good. Money is so right. Let me see. I think I always make sure I carry some type of dollar with me, some type of money, somehow, some way, so I can smell it, so I can sniff it, so I can talk about it, so I can touch it. Right now, I have $20 in my hands. Let me sniff it. Money is good. Money is great. And by the way, this is not crazy. By me sniffing money, what I'm doing, I'm teaching my senses to associate money with wealth. I'm teaching my senses to associate money with joy. I am teaching my senses to associate money with freedom. I am teaching my senses to associate money with excitement, with happiness, with positivity, instead of shame, instead of guilt. Money is a beautiful tool. Money is a beautiful resource. And I refuse to die full of gifts, full of ideas, because someone else was uncomfortable with my growth. I refuse to die with gifts, with ideas, because someone else is uncomfortable with my growth, because someone else is uncomfortable with my evolution, because someone else is uncomfortable with the truth, because someone else is uncomfortable with my teaching. All the videos I make, I know somebody is listening, and that person is me. So even if nobody listened to this video, guess what? At least I was listening to it. I'm making my videos for my 9-year-old self and for my 90-year-old self. So whenever I reach 90, I'm 100 years young, I can come back and look at these videos. I can come back and look at, yeah, I did what I wanted to do. I went where I wanted to go. I tried. I believe. I experienced. I allow myself to love. I allow myself to fail. I allow myself to try again. I allow myself to believe in it again. I allow myself to live life doing what makes sense to me instead of being scared or what somebody else is going to say. By the way, when I'm talking about money, I am not just talking about cash. If you have listened to any of my money talks or money videos, I am talking about reclaiming a right, which is the right of money. Money is available to all of us all the time present, because money to me is energy. So me talking about money is me reclaiming my power of having money, enjoying money, celebrating money, teaching money. I'm also rewiring trauma, because the amount of people who have attacked me or insult me or call me crazy because I talk so good about money, or I speak so good about money, or I dare to say boldly, I want to live a good life, are people who are still stuck in trauma. The trauma of lack. Oh, there is no money. The trauma of maybe of your religion. They have told you, oh, money is bad, money is evil, money is dirty. Whatever pastor tells you that money is bad, money is evil, money is dirty, go ahead and ask that pastor, if you say money is so bad, money is so evil, money is so dirty, why do you ask for money at the church? Every time I'm talking about money, I am reparenting my inner child. Because when I was growing up, money was not a conversation. I wish somebody told me about investing when I was 5-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old. I wish somebody educate me on what is investing, what is saving, what is capital, what is credit, why do we pay bills. I wish somebody gave me all this education, but guess what? I didn't have it when I was growing up, so here I am giving it to my inner child. So when I'm talking about money, I'm reparenting my inner child. When I'm talking about money, I'm ending cycles of begging, cycles of waiting, cycles of shame around money, around prosperity, around wealth. I'm ending cycles of survival. Because there is nothing good about surviving. Do you know how much it hurts that you don't know if you're going to have a next meal the next day? Keep listening to this video. I'm going to tell you specifically the consequences of lack of money or not having money. When I talk about money, I am choosing to walk boldly in my purpose without fear of lack, without fear of not having, because I know that by me doing what is right, doing what is positive, by me providing value, the money will come. The money has to come because money follows value, because money follows creativity, because money follows innovation, because money follows those who solve problems. Here I am solving a problem by talking about money, because I know there is somebody else out there that they cannot say that they love money in their house or among their friends, because the friend gonna call them materialistic, because the friend gonna side-eye them. Oh my God, what, you say you love money? Girl, you're so materialistic. Next time somebody tell you that you are materialistic for loving money, ask the person, so why do you work 40 hours a week, 30 hours a week, 20 hours a week? So who's the hypocrite? At least I'm choosing to not be hypocritical and be honest and be transparent and be loud and be clear and be bold about my appreciation of money. Because, by the way, fortune favors the bold. Haven't you seen the people who choose to simply go for, the people who are bold enough to go for whatever they want, even if people call them crazy or call them delusional, are those who end up having exactly what they want. Do you know why? Because nature favors the bold. Because fortune favors the bold. Those who tell themselves, I'm going to go after this, and they actually go after it. Without caring about people's opinion, without caring about their past, without caring about whatever is going on in the present moment, because they know what they want and they allow themselves to take bold actions to go towards what it is that they want. Yeah. Money is good. Money is great, and I will never apologize for my appreciation for money. I will never apologize for my love for money. I will never apologize for my teachings on money. Never. Try to live a life without no type of money. Try to live a life without no type of money. Then you come and tell me. Because poverty, there is nothing good about poverty. There is nothing positive, there is nothing prosperous, there is nothing joyful about poverty. And those of you that might be like, wow, okay, well, let me tell you. Poverty buys you things. You know what are those things that poverty buys you? Poverty buys you desperation. Poverty buys you depression. Poverty buys you anxiety. Poverty buys you fear. Poverty buys you sleepless nights. Poverty buys you depression. Poverty buys you desperation. And when I'm talking about poverty, I'm not just, oh my God, what do you mean the money? No. It goes deeper than that. Poverty is a mental state, a psychological state. Because poverty, the mindset of poverty is the mindset of limitation, is the mindset of lack, is the mindset of I cannot do, I cannot have, I cannot make it, I cannot achieve it, I cannot experience it. The poverty mindset is the mindset of limitation. It's the mindset of fear. Here are the things that the poverty mindset says. There is never enough. I am not smart enough. I am not wise enough. I am not good enough. People like me don't have billion-dollar companies. People like me are not wealthy. People like me don't succeed. Money don't last with people like me. Money is evil. Money is dirty. That's the mind. That's the poverty mindset. So if you have caught yourself saying things like there is never enough, that's the poverty mindset, because there is enough. I think last month I gave an example. I was making a video while I was in nature, and I perfectly said it. Every tree you see represents money. Now let me ask you, how many trees you see a day on TV? How many trees you see a day in your area? How many trees they are in somebody else's neighborhood, somebody else's country, somebody else's city, somebody else's continent? So what do you mean there is not enough? What do you mean? No matter how much billions this person can have, there is still billions for you to have as well, because there is always enough. Money is energy. Money is energy. So if you want to receive the money, make the money, not only have the money, but get to the point where the money is working for you. Get to the point in where you don't have to work so hard, grind so hard, suffer so hard just for money. Booker T. Washington said, build something that works while you sleep, not something that robs you while you work. And we can use that quote when we talk about assets and liability. A liability is robbing you while you work. An asset is bringing money to you while you sleep. The poverty mindset goes deeper. An example. Imagine the poverty as the invisible prison that people choose to put themselves in, that people intentionally sell themselves in. Is the invisible prison built by lack-based thinking, lack-based talking, lack-based imagination, lack-based visualization? That's invisible prison, built by lack, the not having, the not enough, lack-based thinking. If you think in lack, you are going to stay in lack. Poverty mindset is the invisible prison built by lack-based thinking, lack-based talking, lack-based imagination, a generational programming. The amount of time that people around me, when I was going out, say things like, you just gotta have enough, just have enough to pay your bills. Don't talk about money, that makes you look bad. People gonna look at you weird if you talk about money. Here I am growing with all these fears, all the limitations around money. That's why I'm always going to say it. Be intentional about the things you listen to. Be intentional about the people you hang out with. Why are you going to ask your neighbor who's poor how to make $1 million? If he knew how to make it, he would be making it already. But the fact that he's not making it, that means that he doesn't know how to do it. Look at positive figures. People who have done what you want to do. People who have built what you want to build. And they are out here consistently. For example, I have named Booker T. Washington. I can name Thomas Shovel. I can name David Stewart. I can name Stephen Hightower. I can name Eddie Brown. I can name Sailor Johnson. Everybody I just made, those are wealthy people that have done it the legal way, that have done it the right way, that have done it the positive way. If they were able to do it, I can do it too. So of course I'm going to listen to David Stewart on advice on how to make money. He's a billionaire. Of course I'm going to listen to him. He's a billionaire, he's positive, he's uplifted, and he believes in God. Of course I'm going to listen to him. Why? Because he has achieved a certain level of financial freedom that I wish and that I want for myself. So of course I'm going to achieve it. Of course I'm going to listen to him. I prefer to program myself with the information that allows me to see possibilities instead of limitations. I prefer to program myself with information that allow me to see, that allow me to think, that allow me to feel that me too, I can win. Me too, I can be rich. Me too, I can be wealthy. Me too, I can be prosperous. That's the programming I'm intentionally choosing to do. What about you? Are you going to keep listening to the programming of your family? Well, if you're coming from a poor family, by the way, I'm talking about mindset and finances. They might not be poor in kindness, or might be poor in loving you, but I'm talking about finances. If you come from a poor family and you desire to make $1 million, or you desire to become a billionaire, you cannot take advice for those who haven't done it. Hello, I'm recording.
You said what?
I'm recording.
Oh, I was like, where are you? I was looking for your ass.
I'm here.
Oh, in the studio. Okay,
Yes.
okay. That's what's up. How long you been there?
Since 1.
Period, as you should. You there, being productive, young things. As you should, girl, as you should.
Thank you.
There you go. Where's this beach?
Well, I'm here getting this money. I don't want to be poor.
And you will not.
I want to live well. I want to live really good.
And you shall proceed. And you will.
Why are you eating in your room and not in the kitchen?
Because I don't feel like it. Because it will be
Oh, I love. I will call you once I'm done. Let me continue making my content. Huh? When I'm done, I will call you. Okay. Okay. Bye. See again. Good thing my friend just called me as I was speaking about the people you have to surround yourself with. You see, when I said I don't want to be poor, and what he said, you are not. When I say I want to live well, I want to have a good life, what did he say? You will have a good life. You can do it. You can have it. See? Uplifting programming. But how many of you, if you tell your friends, I want to be a millionaire, they're going to laugh at you. They're going to call you crazy. They're going to call you names. Get away from those people. Get away from those people. I'm not going to sit here and listen to anybody who will want to make me feel bad for wanting something good out of my life. I'm not going to sit here and listen to anybody who want to make me feel guilty for wanting to live a good life, a prosperous life, a wealthy life. I'm not going to feel bad. You should get away from people like that. Don't listen to them. If they are not uplifting you, if they are not motivating you, they're not encouraging you, do not listen to them. If they see limitations, get out of there. I'm going to sleep. I'm looking for possibilities. What can be done? If it hasn't been done, I'm going to be the first one. I was listening to a video from the billionaire David Stewart, because I listen to billionaires because If they were able to do it, I can do it too. And I listen to them because they have been where I am aiming to be, or where I'm seeing myself becoming or going. Listen to this clip.
Give us a glimpse of the world you see from an economic perspective, a social perspective, a political perspective, your call. Give me a crystal ball of what 2030 in this room, what are we talking about?
You know, I would challenge everybody in here to think a little bit outside the box. And I got another favorite scripture.
Ephesians
My people
3:20.
perish for the lack of vision. And all things are possible. So you have to stretch yourself just a little bit to think in that way. And when I talked earlier about the way we together works within us, so I can do exceedingly above all that think, dream, or pray for, that's beyond your comprehension. I want you to think bigger. I want you to walk in the promise. I want you to have confidence and reassurance and faith that everything is possible. And guess what? And you're so wonderfully, specially made to do it, you know, and have the capability of being able to do it. I can't tell you what's going to happen in 2030, but I will be there if I'm alive to do it with you. Okay?
That's good. I'll take that.
You see? Think bigger. Think possibilities. Things, what can I do? What can I create? Things outside the box. This is an advice from a billionaire. If you don't want to listen to me because I'm not a billionaire yet, well, listen to a billionaire. If your friends are that billionaire, or they are not trying to be or working to be, which financial advice can they give you? They want to talk about other people. Let's go get drunk. Let's go smoke. Let's go party. But when it's time to invest money, when it's time to make money, when it's time to educate, they are not around. If I cannot grow with you, if I cannot evolve with you, if I'm not becoming better by being with you, what are we doing? Where are we going? Why are we together if none of us is growing? Why are we together if none of us is evolving? So look at the people in your life right now. Whoever has the poverty mindset, which I just described right now, don't listen to them when it's come to money and finances. Because if they don't see prosperity for themselves, what makes you think they are going to see prosperity for you? The poverty mindset is the mindset of limitations. The poverty mindset is the invisible jail built by lack mindset thinking and generational programming. When you hear multiple times, money is evil, money is bad, you cannot buy this, you cannot afford this, you cannot have it, there is not enough money, enough resources. When you hear that multiple times, that programming gets installed in your head. But guess what? You can reprogram yourself with the opposite by listening to uplifting information, like the one I'm making in this video, like the one I just shared by the billionaire David Stewart. You can give someone $1 million, but if they still think like they are broke, they will lose it all. How many times have you heard, if you give, how many times have you seen people who win the lottery go broke the next month, the next year? That's not a coincidence. That is not a coincidence, because they don't have the mindset for it. They don't have the thought for it. They don't have the attitude for it. They don't have the attitude for it. They're going to lose it. You can give someone $1 million, but if they still think like they are broke, they will lose it all. Money in the hands of a poor person becomes temporary. But money in the hands of a rich mindset person, of a wealthy mindset person, becomes an investment. Mental poverty kills vision. Mental poverty kills ideas. Mental poverty kills potential. It keeps people from taking risks. Why would I take a risk? It's not going to work out. Why would I take a risk? People like me don't succeed. People like me don't make money. Why would I take a risk? Poverty mindset keeps people from learning new skills, learning new ideas. How many of you don't talk to people outside of your neighborhood? Oh, I want to talk to a stranger. Well, if the stranger has the knowledge, if the stranger has the skill, if the stranger has the information, why not listen to it? I don't know David Stewart personally. I can say he's a stranger to me, but guess what? I listen to him. Why? Because he has something that I desire. So I listen to him so I can educate myself, so I can uplift myself as I should. Because again, ignorance is expensive. And also there is something, it's not only about mindset. We have the emotional poverty. It goes deep. You think poverty just affects your pocket? No. Poverty affects even how does your heart beat. Poverty affects your nervous system. Poverty affects your feelings, your attitude, your mood. Poverty affects you psychologically, mentally, spiritually, physically. Yes, it does. But wealth does as well. Riches does as well. Money in abundance does as well. Emotional poverty. Emotional poverty comes to your life as guilt for wanting more. How many of you don't even allow yourself to say, I want more money? You're going to feel guilt. Did I say that? Oh, no. Let me not say. No. I just want enough to pay my bills. That's a lie. But because you have this guilt for wanting more, you're going to say, no, just give me whatever you can. You get comfortable with the bare minimum and you settle. Huh? Emotional poverty. Me? I don't want just enough to pay my bills. I want more than enough to give, to enjoy, to invest, to educate, to celebrate, to travel, to enjoy. I want money, not only money to pay my bills, but money to enjoy life. Not only money to enjoy life, but money to build things that will allow other people to enjoy life. Not only money to enjoy life, but money to invest. Not only money to invest, but all money to give. I want it, and I don't feel bad about saying that I want it. What about you? Can you say you want more money without feeling guilty? If you feel guilty, you got to work on your emotional state. Another sign of emotional poverty: shame around asking for help. For so long, that was me. That's how I knew that. Oh, okay, yeah. You check yourself. Something is not clicking. For so long, I was the person who I will sit here even if I need help. I'm not gonna ask for it. I'm just gonna stay quiet. No, I'm not gonna ask for help, because if I ask for help, they're gonna see me as weak. If I ask for help, they're gonna see me as not. No. Change your mind and you will change your life is a real thing. Now I'm talking about this. I'm not talking about something I wrote in a book. My experiences. I have been there. I have been the person that I would even be scared to say, to even be like, oh, it would be nice for me to have a mansion. I'll be like, what do you mean mansion? You already have a house. Be enough with that. I'm grateful for where I live now. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head. Yes, I am. But guess what? I want more. I want a house in where I can have my own garden. I can have a soccer pitch where I can play soccer, where I can play basketball, where I can watch my movies outside in the backyard, where I can have my nephews, my friends, my kids playing with me. I want all of it, and I'm getting all of it because I can and because I want to. So if you feel shame about asking for help, that's a sign of emotional poverty. Another sign of emotional poverty is envy when others succeed. When somebody else being successful, how do you feel? I never understood. Whenever I used to be in certain groups of associates, maybe friends, maybe family members, they would be like, oh, I hate rich people. But in my head, I'm like, I don't think you do, because you want to become rich too. But it was envy. When somebody else win, why that person win and not me? Why did they have so and so and not me? To me, wealthy people, rich people, successful people are a representation of what's possible. Are a representation of what can be done. So I don't envy nobody. If you are winning, keep winning. If you are rich, keep being rich. If you are successful, keep being successful. If you are happy, keep being happy. If you are just living a life of joy, a life of happiness, a life of money, a life of excitement, a life, go ahead. Go ahead, go on. Good job. I'm happy for you. Keep making more money. Keep being happy. Keep being successful. Keep being excited. Keep being positive. Keep winning. Keep making those millions. Keep having that amazing house, that amazing car, that amazing family, those amazing kids. Keep it on. Whatever good is going on with you right now, let it be multiplied. Whatever good you are thinking, whatever good you are giving, whatever good you are feeling, let it be multiplied consistently, abundantly to you. Yes, yes, yes. If you envy successful people, you have emotional poverty. Another sign of emotional poverty is fear of success. It's a real thing. Because, oh, well, if I succeed, if I succeed, I'm going to be selling out, or I'm going to be betraying my people. What are you talking about? Oh, another thing, emotional poverty is fear of failure. Woo, that one is big. Oh, I don't want to fail. Oh, I don't want to fail. Well, guess what? I don't want to fail too, but more than I don't want to fail, I want to be wealthy. I want to be rich. I want to be successful. So whatever failures come on my way to riches, so be it. Whatever mistake comes on my way to wealth, so be it. Whatever mistake comes on my way to prosperity, so be it. Whatever mistakes comes on my way of $1 billion, so be it. Emotional poverty is simply unhealed wounds, unhealed pains, unhealed conversation tied with money. Something like, oh, and then you get scared. Well, if I have money, I'm gonna become greedy. Oh, if I want money, I'm too ambitious. Oh, if I say I want to be wealthy, I want to be rich around my family members, around my friends, oh my God, I'm gonna be different. All the things you tell yourself. By the way, money does not change you. Money only reveals and amplifies who you are already. For example, look at me. Do you see how confident I am? How positive I am? How much I'm smiling? How much I'm just doing me and being me? How much I'm encouraging people? How much I'm just minding my business? I'm a great person. I love me. And that's without the money. So when the money comes, which by the way, the money is coming, money keep coming, money keep coming, money keep coming. And you're gonna see me out here even more, doing all the good I'm doing, but even more. The money did not change me. The money simply amplified the positivity I already have. The money simply amplify the confidence I already have. The money simply amplify the possibilities I already think I can do. The money simply amplify the encouragement, the inspiration, the motivation I already have. I am not waiting on the money to love myself. I am not waiting on the money to believe in myself. I am not even waiting on the money to call myself wealthy, to call myself rich. Why will I wait on money? I prefer to money to find me while I'm loving myself, while I'm believing myself, while I'm simply enjoying life, enjoying me and doing me and being me. Another thing, whenever I will speak about money so boldly, people will tell me, be humble. I'm like, huh? Be humble. So, what does be humble means? So I cannot say that my life is great, my life is good, I love the way I look. I gotta be humble. So being humble means talking low about myself. Oh no, you can stay humble if that's what humble means. Oh no. When emotions aren't healed, money feels unsafe. Also, there is spiritual poverty. You see how I'm developing. I already broke down mental poverty, emotional poverty, not spiritual poverty. So you can understand another reason why I appreciate money, I celebrate money, I value money. Because money, a difference from poverty or lack, money buys you options. Money buys you freedom. Money buys you choices. Money buys you control of your time, that you can do whatever you want to do, when you want to do it, with who you want to do it, which is what I want, which is what I love. Spiritual poverty, this part might not make sense to you if you don't believe in the God within, or if you don't believe in God at all. Spiritual poverty is disconnection from the divine source. To me, it's interesting how somebody can say they believe in God, but they are okay with lack, they are okay with poverty. Because till today, there are some people who still think that, oh, the less I have, the more God's love me. And the more I have, the less God loves me. That's a lie. If anything, God made money available so you can use the money to expand His kingdom. Whenever you do good to other people, you are expanding the kingdom of God. Right? If I am poor, I cannot help myself and I cannot help you. And if I cannot help you, I am not advancing the kingdom of God. Another example, if you believe God is your father, and God is the owner of everything, right? Because God created everything. If your father is the owner of everything, that doesn't make you also the owner of everything. Spiritual poverty is believing money and spirituality cannot coexist. That you cannot believe in God and be rich. That's why people attach riches or wealthy people with evilness. And you see that message over and over in the media. That's why I'm also very selective with what type of media I consume. You see it over and over in the media. How they represent rich people, right? If you are rich and you believe in God, oh, you don't believe in God. If you are wealthy and you believe in God, oh no, you fake. That's not true. Your riches are not truth. Huh? Oh, but if you believe in God and you are poor, hey, good job. Woo-hoo. This is a true believer. Spiritual poverty is thinking struggle is more righteous than success. Ooh, a lot of Christians are going to attack me for this. Spiritual poverty is thinking that struggle is more righteous than success. Yeah. Spiritual poverty is thinking that, oh, if I struggle, if I live in lack, oh yeah, I'm righteous. Look at me. I don't have no material possessions. God loves me. Woohoo. Spiritual poverty. Thinking struggle is more righteous than success. To the point that a lot of people will prefer to struggle than to live in riches, because they attach riches to something wrong, something evil, something dirty. Spiritual poverty is when you are being taught that suffering is holiness. Oh, God wants me to suffer on earth. I will have my reward in heaven. I will have a good life in heaven. What do you mean? You are alive here on earth. Have a good life here on earth. Have a great life here on earth. Why not? Why not? Spiritual poverty is seeing God as a taker, not a provider. So you mean to tell me that God created oceans, God created trees, God created animals, God created human beings, and God is going to have an issue if I live a good life? God is going to have an issue if I live a life of ease, a life of peace, a life of options? Which God do you pray to, by the way? And this spiritual poverty is heavy in the religious, the colonized minds, the colonized community, because at some point I was thinking this way as well. At some point I was like, oh, yeah, if I have less, God loves me. But I did not. I never understood where does that lie came from. Do you see what happens when you don't question your beliefs? But I was like, oh no, I want to live good. I want to live well, and one of the ways of living well or living good is having money. So let me study money. Let me understand money. Let me celebrate money. Let me appreciate money. And here I am. Money is good. Money is great. God wants me to have a good life, and I'm sure I'm going to have it. I'm going to keep having it. I will continue to have it. Ephesians 3:22. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. Is able to do exceedingly abundantly. It didn't say exceedingly poverty. It said exceedingly abundantly. Unprogram that lie. You being poor is not God's will. If anything, you being poor is the devil's will. Yep, I said it. Prosperity, riches, wealth, freedom is for me, is for you, is available. Yeah. It's our birthright, it's our birthmark. Not through greed, not through illegal stuff, not through stealing, not through putting anybody down, not through hurting anybody, but through alignment with God within, alignment with divine law, alignment with prosperity, alignment with abundance, alignment with purpose. I think Miles Monroe, if I have this quote somewhere, let me find this quote. The good thing about me, when it's a positive quote, a prosperity quote, a money quote, I'm sure I'm going to write it down somewhere. Miles Monroe once says, money flows toward purpose, not people. And everybody has a purpose, unless you don't know it. And since money follows purpose, be about your purpose and the money will come. I know me teaching, me uplifting, me speaking up is my purpose. I feel good doing this. I am not making no money making this video right now. This channel right now has 14 subscribers. I'm not making no money. But guess what? The money is coming though. Why? Because money follows purpose. And here I am doing the work aligned with my purpose. Here I am walking on my purpose. So the money is going to come. The money is coming. So if next time you see me, I'm out here showing you stacks of money. I'm out here showing you properties I own. I'm out here showing you business I own. It's not to flex, but it's to show you that it's possible. It is to show you that you can do it too. It is to show you, to motivate you, to inspire you that if I was able to do it, if Thomas Shower was able to do it, if Eddie Brown was able to do it, if David Stewart was able to do it, if Sailor Johnson was able to do it, if Stephen Hightower was able to do it, you can do it, I can do it. Yeah. So I'm going to keep teaching about money. Yes, I am. Teaching about money, studying money, preaching money, celebrating money, appreciating money, loving money. I sure am. And it's important for you to get over the mental poverty, the emotional poverty, and the spiritual poverty. Get over those 3 stages of poverty. Rebuke poverty in all areas of your life. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is that, so when you get money, if your mind still in survival, your heart still wounded, and your spirit still believe lack is holy, you are going to sabotage that money. You're going to lose it, you're going to waste it, or you're going to feel guilty for having it. If your mind still stuck in survival mode, if your heart still wounded towards money, about money, if your spirit still believe lack is holy, every single time you will have money, you will sabotage it. Matter of fact, you're going to be rejecting, canceling money from coming to your life. You will sabotage it, you will lose it, you will waste it, or you will keep feeling guilty for having it. And this is why, another reason why people that win the lottery go broke. This is why. But that can all change if you change your mindset around money, if you change your emotions around money, and if you change your spirit around money. You are in control. You don't have to keep believing the lies of poverty. No, you don't. And even if there was not wealth in your family, wealth will start with you in your family. Prosperity will start with you in your family. Money in abundance will start with you in your family. It is no surprise why people that win the lottery go broke. There is a story about, I think her name was Cynthia something. She won the lottery. I think that's the first and only lottery story I have studied and listened to. She gave speeches. Let me see if I can find it. She gave speeches, right? Around money, right? She gave speeches. She gave videos talking about her attitude about money. What was she doing? What was she thinking when it comes to money? And the video is here, and you can go watch that video. By the way, is on YouTube. It's titled "Proof of Truth." Cynthia stand for 112 million of dollar. And the reason why I study this story specifically is because of the way she speaks about money. It's because her attitude, not only around money, but around life in general.
In regards to my life, it's been a whirlwind and it's still going on. Microphone. Is there any way it can be adjusted a little? Okay, just so I hear. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, that's much better.
She talk about the way you speak about money, the way you feel about money, what you say about money. She talk about all those things. Somebody says here, why do people think money is the root of all evil? Money, wealth is not evil. People can be evil, bad. There are good, rich people, just as they are bad, poor people. Let me say it again. They are good, rich people, just as they are bad, poor people. If you can, go watch this video. It's on YouTube. Go watch the video. It's a 30-minute video, but it's worth watching it. It's worth listening to it. She speak about the power of words. What you say about money. She speak about the power of your mind. She spoke about the power of visualizing. See yourself as rich. See yourself as wealthy. See yourself as prosperous. Believe it. Okay, somebody put the stamps of the main points she touched on the video. She said here, you had to be positive. Have your trust while manifesting. About visualization. Visualize yourself with the money, enjoying the money, celebrating the money, circulating the money, giving the money. As you think, so shall it be. And it's the Bible too. As a man thinks, so is he. So if you think poor, you're going to receive more poverty. Not because the government, not because of social media, not because of where you're coming from, not because of your past, not because of nothing, but because of the way you think. She also say, what you say is what you will receive. So dare to say I am wealthy, dare to say I am rich, dare to say I am prosperous, dare to say my life is great and it can only get better. My life is great and it will only get better. Dare to say it. What you put out will come back. Not only the money, what you give come back to you, but what you put out. When it comes to the words that come out of your mouth, come back to you. Your attitude that you give to other people, come back to you. If you out here with a nasty, dirty, negative attitude, then don't be surprised when other people are nasty and dirty towards you. They are simply reflecting back to you the attitude you are giving out, because what you put out come back to you. She also speak about feel strongly what you desire. Feel yourself as rich, feel yourself as wealthy, feel yourself as one with money. That you simply lay in your bed and you're like, ooh, life is good. Money comes to me from all angles of my life. I see money every day. I receive money every day. I manifest money every day. See yourself with money, touching money, receiving money, investing money, giving money. Feel good. Every time you see money, every time you touch money, every time you pay your bills, feel good about it because that money is coming back. She also say you are powerful and can have all the things you want. I believe so. What does the Bible say? Whatever you pray for, believe is already yours and it shall be yours. Again, I'm not saying nothing new because this information is available to all of us. But are you going to apply it? That's on you. As you say, so shall it be. As you say, so shall it be. And lastly, she spoke about the power of your mind. Watch this video every single day. This is somebody that has done it. She wasn't born into riches, but she did it. If she was able to do it, I can do it, you can do it. She didn't do it by speaking bad about money. She didn't do it by being scared about money. She didn't do it by being negative. She didn't do it by complaining. If she was able to do it, you can do it too. They are good, rich people. I am one. Let me speak it in the present. They are good, wealthy people. I am one. Eddie Brown is one. Sailor Johnson is one. David Stewart is one. Stephen Hightower is one. They are rich, good people. And also they are poor, bad people. Well, without inner transformation, really, is poverty dressed up in gold. You got to transform your inner state. You got to transform your mental state. Wealth without inner transformation is simply poverty dressed up in gold. That's all it is. That's all. So yeah, as she say in the video, I'm going to watch this video before I go to sleep tonight. Absolutely. To escape poverty for real, you must renew your mind with truth, not tradition. Truth, not because, by the way, also, money does not care. Money has no emotions. Renew your mind with the truth, not tradition. Heal your emotions and allow yourself to feel safe with money, welcome with money, appreciated with money, celebrated with money. Reconnect to source and remember that divine abundance is infinite. No matter how much money there is out there, you can have it, I can have it too. So might as well have it. Money is a beautiful tool. Money is a powerful tool. Money is a positive tool that I want to have in my life consistently, abundantly. Yes, I do. I deserve it. So for those of you that want to make me feel bad for talking about money, appreciating money, celebrating money, sniffing money, teaching money, studying money, I'm not going to stop. I enjoy doing this. I don't feel bad about doing this, and I don't apologize for doing this. Money is good. Money is great. Money is a beautiful tool. Money is a beautiful resource. I love money and money loves me. I bless money and money bless me. I think I'm going to be holding my microphone from now on. That's how I'm going to be holding it now. Yeah, I'm going to have money around me. I'm gonna cover my microphone with money and make and talk, so money can know that, hey, anywhere I am, I'm welcome to receive money. I'm welcome to invest money. I'm welcome to give money. Yeah, money is good. Money is great. I love money and money loves me. I bless my money and my money bless me. I receive money consistently, abundantly, and easily. Yeah, money is good. Money is beautiful. While I'm studying money, I'm gonna listen to this video again. This video by Cynthia Starford. Money is good, money is great. I love money and money loves me. And that's every day. I bless my money and my money bless me. Money wants to be around me. Money wants to be in my wallet, in my car, in my pillow, in my outfit, in my underwear, in my computer, in my ideas, in my room, in my bathroom, in my relationship. Everywhere I am, money is there. Because money loves to be around me. And I love the company of money. I am money.